a lot more people, a lot more diversity.
I'm in love with all the outdoor opportunities and a lot of the community events that happen here.
Small, big city.
Are you thinking of moving to Richmond and wondering if it's really the right place to settle down? Well, today I'm chatting with folks who actually live here to get the real scoop, what they love, what drives them crazy, and what they wish someone had told them before making the move. Richmond's been gaining a lot of attention lately between the growing job market, vibrant food scene, and access to everything from rivers to mountain views. It's no wonder people are flocking here. But what's it really like to live here day to day? Let's hear it straight from the people who actually call Richmond home. Hey y'all, I'm Holly Fye, and I'm a native Richmonder and top-producing realtor born and raised right here in Richmond, Virginia. I've helped tons of people just like you make a smooth move to Richmond, and I'd love to help you too. And of course, if you're thinking about making Richmond your new home, give me a call or send me a quick text. I'm right here, and yes, that's my personal cell. Where did you move from and what brought you to Richmond?
I moved from Lynchburg, and I originally came for college. I went to VCU.
Well, family first and foremost, but it's been a really awesome city to come back to. It's grown so much, and there's just a lot to offer. So I've lived all over the world, and I came back.
I moved here from Charlottesville, so it was getting a little bit boring. So moving to Richmond, a lot more people, a lot more diversity, and it's just having such a good time here.
I'm from Newport News, Virginia originally. Went to college, of course, from Newport, and I moved here for work 11 years ago.
I moved from Boston, Massachusetts, and I came here because I wanted a different place for my kids to be raised.
Initially, I came for work and then ended up started a family.
I came for school. I went to VCU, dropped out, and just wanted to stay just because I love the city.
What do you like most about Richmond?
I think I like the fact that it's a city without the feel of a city. You know what I mean? You have all of the aspects of a city. You have a great, like here in Scotts Addition, it's a great place to hang out. You have restaurants, you have places to go. At the same time, we don't have the traffic and the other issues of congestion that big cities have. So I like that.
I'm in love with all the outdoor opportunities and a lot of the community events that happen here. The programming is phenomenal during the spring, summer, and the fall. Getting all different types of neighborhoods together with festivals or races or events. And there's a lot of outdoor space and a lot of green space for parks and bikes and kayaking and everything. So it's my speed.
I think my favorite thing is that we are a small, big city. You can get anywhere within 20 minutes. That's my favorite thing. And then my second favorite thing is all the parks and nature, and then obviously the restaurants.
There's so much to do.
There definitely is, and the food is phenomenal for sure.
I think really just like the food scene, just way more restaurants to eat at, way more, like I mentioned, diversity, and it's like I'm a big foodie, so love the restaurants here.
I love the fact that there's a lot of things to do for people with kids and families, and a lot of different festivals that happen throughout the year. And I love that we're right near the river, so we can go for walks and bike rides along the James.
I like the city feel, but I also like having all the access to parks and different nature trails. The river's really great for that, Belle Isle, Bryan Park area. So I like getting out into those areas, but also still being in a general city center.
I love a walkable city, which it very much is, and it has good public transit. Right now, our bus systems are free, which is really awesome. A lot of people don't know about that, but it's a great thing to take advantage of. Yeah, it's just walking to my friends, walking to my favorite restaurants and things like that.
Is there anything you don't love about Richmond?
I think coming from a former college student here, it is very clear that the university is taking over the city. Kind of in a way that doesn't really regard the people that have already lived here for a while. I think that's pretty tough. And I am part of that. So it is kind of like a weird moral kind of thing. Yeah, I would say that's the hardest thing right now is just seeing all the people get pushed out to like the outer sides, which is tough.
I think in general, I would love to change the stigma about Richmond that it's not as progressive as it is. A lot of things have changed in the past 22 years, and I think that it would be nice for other people to know how awesome Richmond has become. Not that it was bad before, but there's so many things that have developed over the time, and it's a great place to live and hang out. So I would love that stigma to change, that it's like a little bit older in times. It's not. It's great.
I think it could just be the constant construction that's always going on. But I mean, it doesn't cause too big of a hassle. It's just, can be a little annoying sometimes. But other than that, it's all good.
Yeah, we are definitely experiencing a lot of growth here in Richmond for sure. And growth means construction, unfortunately.
I don't like all of the construction going on right now. I think that kind of has diluted the city a little bit, but there is more development happening. So that's, I guess, a trade-off.
I would say I don't love 64 at 5 o'clock.
Yeah, that's definitely a challenge for everyone, for sure.
Taxes. But compared to the other places I've lived, it's great.
I don't know if I would change a lot. I think there are a lot of apartment buildings going up, and they're trying to attract that, the commuter crowd. So that's it. Just the growth. It's changing Richmond a little bit.
If you were talking to someone who was considering a move to the Richmond area, what tips might you share, or things to consider, or something that maybe you wish you had known when you moved here?
Yeah, definitely visit first, so you can kind of get a lay of the land. The neighborhoods are not necessarily super spread out, but they all are very different and diverse. So just, to find where you like to stay, definitely visit first.
I would say Richmond is a great place for families. We have a really strong local economy, and that's a lot of jobs and things that are here. So there's really something for everyone. So I would say if you are, something to consider would be, look up the schools, make sure that, they're going to be a good fit for you and your family, because we have a wide range of schools.
I think there's so many different neighborhoods. I would check out different neighborhoods if you want to, move here. And I've lived in 3 different neighborhoods in Richmond itself, and I love each of them in their own way. So that's just the biggest tip I would say, is explore the neighborhoods and, enjoy the city.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it was I love Costco. So how far I am from Costco right now, I'm 20 minutes from both Costco's in Richmond. So I maybe would have found something a little closer, but that's just me. I love Costco. But on a realistic note, probably just come here and walk around the streets first before finding out where you want to live. I was fortunate I had friends here, so I kind of figured out which area I wanted to be in anyways. So that was a big help.
I'd say I've lived in London, Chicago, Japan, Baltimore, and Richmond to me has the appeal of all those cities. From a community, there's exciting food, beverages, lots of stuff going on, but it's quaint. You're going to run into your neighbor again, and you can actually make friends in the community. So that's why it's really appealing to me. It depends what your flavor is, but if you want industrial, you've got all that happening in Scott's Addition right now with breweries. If you want friendly neighborhood feels, you've got that. Just depends what you want, but we've got a taste of everything.
I think that come here and feel comfortable with the section of Richmond that you live in. That's really important, because Richmond has different vibes in different areas. So it appeals to everyone a different way. Whether you live on the outskirts, like in Chesterfield or Henrico, or if you live in inner city, you have Scott's Addition, you have Churchill, you have all these different areas. So really know where you're going to be at, because they all have their own vibe.
I would say if laundry is important to you, then prioritize having it in units, because that is a hard thing to find with renting. That's something that I always look for, and it's just not as available in unit. The laundry places around the city are really nice, but they get really full really fast because not a lot of people have in-unit laundry. I know that's really specific, but that is something I think about all the time.
They're definitely an important thing to consider, for sure. So if money was no object, what area would you live in?
I'll give you 2. I love Bon Air. And I love some of the old houses in Bon Air, and I also really love Tuckahoe for the schools.
Those are both great, for sure, for their own individual reasons.
Definitely the fan. Love walking around the fan. Would love to be in a nice house there, have a backyard. That would be the dream.
That's a question me and my wife toss around a lot, but we probably would look somewhere like in the Tuckahoe area. Yeah, that's we drive around there and we kind of go like, yeah, these are the houses we'd love to live in. Yeah, Tuckahoe region.
I think I would live in one of those nice townhomes in Short Pump where I could walk to dinner every night, or Churchill.
So like West Broad Village or Greengate.
Exactly.
I would stay where I'm at. I honestly right now I've lived in the fan the whole time I've been here, and this is the first year where I don't think I can afford it anymore, which sucks. And a lot of that has to do with the BCU presence. So yeah, I would love to stay there. So we'll see if that's a possibility. I do also love Museum District, so I'll be looking at that area too.
I love the way that Churchill has become. I really love over at Rockets Landing, that area, as I'm now heading toward, I guess, not retirement years. I'm in my early 50s, but I just love where you can go walk by the water. You can do all those things down there. So I personally like that area.
What a debate. I think the fan is my choice due to walkability and just the homes are really cool.
What are some of your favorite activities or festivals that Richmond has to offer?
I haven't been to any festivals, but favorite activities would probably be going to Belle Isle and going for a run around there. Super pretty. And I just love being in the water.
Oh man, there's so many. I love the folk festival. That's a classic hit, and obviously the flying squirrels and the Richmond Kickers. So love having some sports here. Hopefully one day we'll get a professional sports team, but it's great to have a lower.
A lot of our local parks are nice. Like if you have children, the playground. We have a lot of cool playgrounds to choose from all over the area.
Yeah, Maimon is one of my favorites for sure. It's so pretty, especially in the springtime. And then they have the animals there, and definitely lots of activities throughout the year that are planned as well.
Absolutely.
Shamrock the Block's probably the biggest one that people love. I just went to the Studio Ghibli Fest at the Bird Theater, which the Bird has been in Richmond forever, and they always need funding to stay open. So I love to support them. They do that fest every year in the spring. They also do French Film Festival. They have a bunch of different things going on there. So that's probably my favorite thing to hit up.
Really love the folk festival, like River Rock. I love getting out and being active in the city. So I'm a runner, so I definitely jog around the city. So just to access all that.
I love the Irish Festival that just happened is great. That's up in an older part of the city called Church Hill, which is really, really cool. And then River Rock is one of my favorite things that happens down by the river. Lots of cool competitions and outdoor opportunities.
Oh man. Well, obviously having a good time at the Diamond is always fun. You know, especially around the 4th of July, they have the fireworks show that's really good if you're into family aspects of it. I love the museums that are down here. They're great too. They have a lot of places that have some great small music venues that are available. That's fun to do, as well as the restaurants that are around. There's a lot of places to go have different eclectic, different type of cuisine. So yeah, all of different things appeal to me.
If you enjoyed getting the inside scoop on how locals really feel about living in Richmond, you'll definitely want to check out my next video. So stick around, it's a good one.